positivity
man,
anyway.
I was smiling this morning. I woke up, gave thanks.
Amen.
Said, thank you, God. Another one.
Another one.
Another 24 hours.
Let's go.
Are you kidding me? My little bro hit me the other day and said, hey, I'm going to be in town. Can I come to the show? And I was like, wait, yeah. And I didn't even think about the schedule. I knew we had
that you wasn't thinking
we
about.
had a lot of people on the schedule, but it was just interesting. I bumped into Lil Jon when I was hosting the Red Bull World Finals for the Dance Your Style competition.
Mm-hmm.
And all Lil Jon could talk about was LaRussell.
Yeah.
Wow.
The entire conversation, that's all he could talk about.
Yeah.
And John in my history goes back to the early 90s. When Lil Jon used to come to the Bay Area, and there was a magazine called The Gavin Report. It was a trade magazine, and we were bringing Tim Beeson Shaka, Kelly Wu, Brian Sampson, all worked at that trade magazine. You might know Brian Sampson from Empire now. And we were doing the show, the Wake Up Show on KMEL for 2 days. It's the first time they let us do 2 days straight. And we had what we called a Woodstock of hip-hop. And we had everybody there from Buju Banton to Red Alert to Lauryn Hill, everybody. This is like the early 90s, and Lil Jon. And so John and I became on the come-up friends, right? And we would see each other at the New Music Seminar, the whole nine, and I think he was working with JD at that time. So our relationship is extremely deep-rooted. I haven't seen John since he got in shape. So that's been he's been in shape for a long time.
For a minute.
First thing John said to me, I've been working with LaRussell.
Yeah.
Right?
Crazy.
Yeah.
And I said, man, that makes so much sense to me because I see my brother has been cross-pollinating his energy everywhere he goes. I'm speaking about you in a true traditional Bay Area way. Who else can put out 7 albums in 1 year?
I don't know.
Okay. Who else? I don't even know how many employees he has now, but a whole conference, a
Family
whole
is
Western
growing. The
Conference
family
showed
is
up
growing.
today, man.
Yeah.
I was like, what you brought up? The East Bay is all up in here right now. Who else can do that? Stand on his morals. I watched this young man. By the time I caught up to him, he was already on the roll. But I love telling the story of watching this young man take notes while we were sitting doing an interview in San Francisco, and I couldn't take my eyes off of him. It was Ghazi was with me too. I couldn't tell. I was like, yo, this dude has got a pad. He got a pad and a pen. And it was something about that let me know that this dude is special. His focus, his discipline, so on and so forth. To me, when people ask me, what do I need to do to break in the industry, I tell them it's a template right in front of you. Is you have to create your own industry. You have to create your own ecosystem. You can't be relying on others to do things for you. The template, the blueprint is right in front of you. I literally send artists to follow you on your social media and watch his moves and then apply those moves to how they benefit you. It's not the same moves, but this man has figured out a lane that I think we can all benefit from. He's here today. He got new projects. He got 7 of them, and one coming with Lil Jon. We're discussing that right now. To me, if you ask me who's one of the most successful artists in the business today, he'll be the first name that I name. And when you say today, I'm talking current in the present state of things.
Right.
Not somebody who was successful 20 years. Heather, you've been successful for 35.
I'm a billionaire.
Okay, that's Heather B. I would say his name. This is my brother. He's here to talk to us today. Ladies and gentlemen, artists alike, business people, you don't have to be in the music business. Some of the fundamentals, they cross over. Give it up for the one and only LaRussell, and he brought the village with him, y'all. I promise you that, man. Give it up, man. Standing ovation, man.
Absolutely.
This guy brought the village, Tracy G. He brought the
The
village.
intros is always it.
No, this is real, homie. I ain't even an intro no
Yeah.
more. This ain't even an intro. This is me
Just
speaking
facts.
my heart. Like, are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
Bay Area up in here.
Bay
Come on, I
Area.
brag about you. And you ain't nothing you can do about it. I brag about you.
Hey, you know, that love is so genuine. I was telling T the other day, I was like, I love coming here and spreading energy and rapping because I see the energy in our videos. I'll be like, man, Sway be out his seat growling. Like he be waiting for it.
Oh, bro, I tell you, man, me and King Tech and I doing, I don't know where this conversation will go. I prepared a whole bunch of stuff, but we just going to talk, all right?
Yeah.
King Tech and I are doing this. You mind closing that door for me too? King Tech and I are doing this tribute show this weekend. We rented out the Region Theater in downtown LA. It's our second one of this kind. It's called For the Culture, and it was important. I moved back to LA, right? Back to the West Coast, and we still bi-coastal, but it was important to come back here and create new energy. The word we use is activate our village. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we've been activating the village.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of series this year. I know this is your interview, but you'll see how this goes. We've done a lot of live shows this year. The last one we're going to be doing this Sunday for the culture. We're going to honor Large Professor, King Crooked, Razzcast, Prince Ken Swift
The Supernatural.
from the original Rocksteady crew, Supernatural, people who came through the wake-up show in the 90s and early 2000s that we realize aren't going to get the recognition that they deserve.
Yeah.
Right? From the so-called powers that be, right? And doing this show, putting it together, it reignited some of the initial feelings that I was feeling growing up in Oakland and falling in love with the culture and utilizing what it is we do in the Bay in terms of being independent-minded. When I see you and I see your collective here and all these young folks didn't have to get up this morning. They got up early to be here.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with that vibration. That reminds me of how we grew up, how we came up. And here's the thing, is how we still are.
Yeah.
So when I see you do it, I see a reflection of myself in many ways, and I too are learning from you. So LaRussell is here, y'all. LaRussell is here. I just thought I'd bring that up, man. That's why I growl. That's why I get excited. You know, you've been able to touch that chord in me to get me there, and now you're here in L.A. What brings you to L.A.?
Man, shows, you know, interviews. We the studio. We just wiggling. You know, we gotta touch turf and spread the gospel everywhere.
What I love about you and shows, I remember when you started doing the shows in the backyard and people were saying, that's a good idea, but it ain't gonna last. It's gonna have a ceiling. It has to get bigger than that. You stuck to your guns and you start building in the backyard. Right? When you say shows aren't the normal shows, right?
Yeah.
When you say shows, which shows were you doing out here?
The normal shows.
The normal shows?
Not, you know, it's different because our shows, I like to call them experiences because it's really not a show. Like, you're not just witnessing somebody get on stage and perform. Like, I'm really there talking and sharing, and we let the fans ask questions and we let them recommend songs they want to hear, and I share my life experiences, and I'm walking around the room and shaking hands and hug. Like, it's a real experience that you can't get nowhere else. You know, show is such a limited term for what we do.
Do you feel I feel like you looked at and you can correct me where I'm wrong, I do this, I look at the because things are set up a certain way, systems are set up a certain way in the industry, I always kind of went against it. Like your typical, you know, promotional tour might be, you might hit 4 or 5 cities, you go see the DJs, you get into the local venue, so on and so forth. You hit and then you run. I feel like you're creating a new way of approaching that. Was that intentional?
Very. You know, even this year I was like, the whole first half of the year, I did cities that no one else goes to because I wanted to really build energy and love and build lifelong fans. You know, and I look at it like, if you could sell 500 tickets in Davis, that's different than New York. You know, New York has a huge population and it's a major market. You could do it there, but can you do it in Davis? Can you do it in Concord? Can you do it in Boise? Can you know, like, we hitting these places where they don't even usually get this level of experience, and we giving it to them and still having the same impact. So my goal has been to just, like, build community fully. Like, I'm trying to really propel the region in a way that it haven't been done. You do that too when you do your promotions. Like, people may not realize, when this dude freestyled on our show, he posted it where everybody could benefit from it, right? Which is the first time I ever heard an artist do that. Like, everybody can monetize, you know, benefit from the monetization of that. How does that work
in terms of shows? Do you cut different type of deals with promoters, or is it the?
Yeah, what's really dope. Like we've been taking backyard shows to other cities too, and what I'll find a fan or somebody who really rock with us in another city, and if they let us use their backyard, we'll do a revenue share on tickets with them. So it's the first time ever you could be a fan and you making money off of a show with an artist.
Wait, what's your yard look like?
I'm in an apartment right now.
And we'll turn that up.
Balcony.
We can turn that up too.
Yeah.
You hear this horse? You hear this horse? This is why we gotta protect. We gotta protect LaRussell. They gonna try. We gotta protect him because he's. You giving us alternative ways.
Yeah.
Of really celebrating and benefiting off of our own creative processes, off our own IP.
It's funny because when I think of you, every time I see you, even when you walked in the door, you always have like the most beautiful smile on your face and you always have great energy. But this industry can be a lot, right? It's just you talk about work. We always see you with a beautiful team of people. And I'm like that in a lot of ways too. I love being out. I love connecting with people, but I feel my energy being pulled sometimes in a lot of different ways, and it gets heavy. And I have to retreat and go back. Are there ways or different things that you do because you're around so many people and because so much energy is being pulled, possibly? I don't know if you don't mind sharing that. How do you take care of yourself spiritually and mentally with so much that you're doing? Do you make time for yourself with that?
Yeah, I play a lot of pickleball, and that's one of the things. Hey, my homie was just telling me yesterday. He was like, "Man, pickleball is the only time I get to witness you be mean." Because all other times I'm like, I handle everything with so much grace and patience that like when I get to pickleball and I get to bike and I get to play anything, I get to be fierce and competitive, and I don't have to tend to everyone. Yeah. So it's things like that and chilling with my kids and seeing my mama and just like being that I'm at home so much, I feel like it keeps me really rooted as much as possible. I'm a human, so I still go through my bouts, but being home really, really, it helps. Yes. When you're not somewhere isolated and everywhere you go, you famous, it helps. And at home, I'm still me and I'm big, but it's just also like such a deep rooting. It's hard to be home around your family and around your people and not feel like who you are. Yeah,
that's good. Don't lose that. It's important. I think as much as you giving and giving and giving, you have to give to yourself in that way. Keep playing pickleball. Keep taking out the garbage. Keep running around on the floor with your kids. All of those things, because it's a journey. And it is truly, in the words of Nipsey, it's a marathon that we're all on, and you just have to pace yourself and protect, y'all protect each other in all of this too, because it's so much.
How do you prioritize what's for sale? The merch, the music. How do you prioritize it?
Everything for sale, except the soul. You feel me? Everything for sale.
Yeah.
Really, I really go with the flow. Like sometimes we'll have a moment, like when we did Tiny Desk and I wore that custom jacket, and people was like, "Man, that jacket fly." Is it? Go ahead, buy you one. Okay. You feel me? I'm a move with the moments and with the win. So like we listen to the people and to the audience, and we always creating new things and dope things. Like I don't sit on too many ideas. I told my boy, I want a basketball. I used to always hoop. I want my own basketball. We've been supporting Wilson and Spalding forever. I don't know them. I want my own basketball. So we start selling basketballs. It's just like whatever I'm feeling, I try to at least activate on it to see if I can see success or not.
Okay. And what's the name of the basketball?
Good Company.
Good Company? The Good Company basketball?
Yep.
Y'all don't even look like y'all got any game on the court.
Oh, wow, you judging?
Man, I don't know.
Well,
I'm
about to tell.
Highlight.
Okay, so I'm about to. So he just started playing pickleball. Can you beat him?
Oh man! Look, he wasn't even gonna tell us. He didn't want to put it out there.
I'll tell everything. Come to me. It's for sale.
Oh yeah, we get down every day.
Well, you get down every day. We're playing
day.
King Tech and I'm playing tomorrow. So if y'all around, I don't know if y'all around tomorrow.
Yep. I'll be there. Look, he was hoping we gonna be y'all not flying
What's
out.
good now,
right?
Sway? What's good now,
Y'all not
Sway?
flying out. Yeah,
Y'all still there?
we get down.
Okay, y'all get down. Okay. When you say we, I think one of the most important. By the way, I have connected with this sneaker company that does a pickleball shoe line.
Yes.
So maybe there's some synergy there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Unless y'all making sneakers too.
It's
Okay,
coming.
It's coming. All right. What I love about you is I see the same people around you
Yep.
for years, man. And there's something to be said about that. Loyalty.
Yeah.
Right. Longevity, all of those different things. And I like when people introduce the team.
Yeah.
I like to give the team the spotlight. On my team, everybody has equal billing, you know. Who are these people? Who's this young man sitting next to you? What is his role?
Man, this Malachi right next to me.
Hello. What
He
up,
is
Malachi?
What's up, Sway?
This is
How you
my
doing,
little
brother?
brother,
Oh, good.
and he a protege and a phenom. T actually found Malachi. Malachi is T's second A&R project. I'm her first. So
Okay.
she got 2 home runs from the go.
Okay.
T found Mally when he was 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I brought him to my crib to do a live session, and he was just so incredible. We took him under our wing, and Mally lived with me now. Like he's learning, interning, growing as an artist, getting the game, getting these opportunities. I share my light. He learning how to perform, and you know he's the first person that I never had what I've been able to cultivate. Like he came straight out of high school, and I told him, you know, you can come live with me and grow and build, but you got to meet these goals. If you don't meet these goals, you got to go home. He's exceeded every goal I could possibly give him. And it's crazy because, you know, I'm 31 now, and I'm just now hitting my moment. And he, 18, 19, like the goal is for him to do it 10 years less than it took me to do it. You know, some people want you to go through the same process, but my goal is like, no, you do it in 10 less, and he gonna have that opportunity to.
Congratulations.
Malik,
Thank
you.
you.
You living at his house? Do you make your bed every morning, or is it that sort of thing?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't. But you know, I rap though. I rap every morning.
Where is home for you? Where are you from?
I'm from Merced, California.
Okay.
From Merced.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
know, that's the old stomping grounds right there.
Yeah.
Merced. Yeah, well, a long time ago, man.
That's crazy.
Malachi, don't have me digging in that crazy. All right? Should make your bed every morning
Hurt.
when you get up.
Yeah.
To practice that discipline.
Yeah.
It makes a
Dang.
big-ass difference right there. And so what is it like living kind of like with your boss?
Right. It's crazy, man. Yeah, as he said, I came straight out of high school. Like I graduated, came over a week later. I was laying on his couch. I had asked him before, like, how would you feel about me moving in? And he was like, I would be open to it. He literally came out in the morning. He was like, if you go clean that unit over there, you could live there. I went and grabbed the mop. I went and grabbed the rag. I did everything I had to, and then I got through it. And I don't know. It's just amazing. It's a blessing. It's God-given.
Where's your family?
Merced.
Okay, and they were okay with it? They packed your bags for you?
You know, my mama wasn't cool with it. My dad didn't, you know, but I had to.
What's your background? Where your folks from?
Well, yeah, they
I
from
know you say Merced, but
Yeah.
bro, they landed in Merced. Where they?
Oh, you right. You know what? They from the Bay. They from the
They
Bay.
from the Bay?
Yeah, my daddy was in San Francisco when he was younger. He ended up like catching a train with his family. They came to Merced, and they just like built a little community or whatever they could, and that's what I was born into.
T, what did you see in him?
Oh, yeah.
We right there.
Y'all
don't you?
blessing.
Yeah.
Look at that community.
Yeah.
I saw what I saw on LaRussell. It was just, you know, you hear a lot of hip hop and you hear a lot of music these days, and I was in a space where I was like, I'm not gonna participate in the destruction of our culture no more. I'm not listening to nothing that talk about feeding drugs to the community, killing people who look like us, and in that search, I didn't have nothing to listen to no more. And I stumbled across LaRussell, and I was like, thank God. You know, at that time, it was literally just Nip and then LaRussell. And then the next person that I heard was Malachi. I heard a song that he wrote called Hood Cry, and it was just like, damn. Like, this is what's actually happening. This is what we're actually going through. This talks about things that need to be spoken on. And when you hear something like that, you don't just walk away from it. You figure out how to help.
everything.
Damn, man, that's you're amazing, man.
A force.
A force, right?
Yeah,
and nowadays it's different. Like what people, what an A&R person would have looked for in the 90s, early 2000s, it's different than now, right? Are you not just looking at how he sounds or how a person raps or sings, or like you got a work ethic? Like what other qualities do you look for in an artist?
It's really quality of person. Like you could be talented all you want, but if you're not a good person, I mean, we see it often what that could lead to. So, I mean, talent is one thing, and that's beautiful, but that can be cultivated. People can practice rapping all the time, but if you're not a good person, then it's going to be hard to really build with you, or to want to be a part of what you're building. Because if you're not a good person, then what you're building probably not going to be great either.
I love it, T. You keep speaking, man. You do that speaking tour. Let's monetize that too. Trace, you want to dive in?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that, T. And LaRussell, man, you my guy. I rock with you, man, for real, both as an artist and as a human being. And when Heather mentioned your smile that we always gravitate towards, it made me think, like, for the longest time, hip-hop, it felt like in hip-hop, choosing positivity was not the choice. You know what I mean? Because it was maybe misinterpreted as having a lack of edge. I feel like a lot of folks did not want to feel accessible. They wanted to feel intimidating, because maybe when you come across as positive, it doesn't feel like a safe place. Perhaps that has to do with environment. That has a lot to do with mindset. But for those who still are of that thought, who see a positive male spirit, especially as a weak male spirit, speak on how positivity can actually give you more power, choosing that instead of choosing to be perceived as dangerous or dark, or just identifying with your shadow side first.
Man, I truly believe I'm the strongest man yet to hit my lineage. And it's because I've been able to not just utilize my physical, but utilize my mental and my emotional to achieve a level of success that none of my predecessors were able to. And it's a tough thing, because, you know, you got to deal with when you choose to walk away from something, some people on the other end of that think you running away because you scared. But it's like, I'm not walking away because I'm scared of you. I'm walking away because I'm scared of what I could do to myself through you. You know, and it's very important and vital to not get into those ego wars as a man, and not get into that pride war. Like, I've been young and impressionable and malleable, and I was never fulfilled like I am today with the person I am. You know, it's just like we come from a very complicit, broken lineage, you know, and people made it okay for so long. It's okay to sell dope. It's okay to pimp out young women, you know, like that ain't pimping, that's sex trafficking. You're not dope dealing, you destroying your community, you know, but we made it so cool and like, oh no, but they clean. Nah, niggas ain't clean. That ain't clean, you know, and it took me to a certain level to get to the point of awareness of like, you not fly. And I got to look at that with people that I came up under and uncles and people around the block that used to be. It's like, no, that's the guy. And it's like, no, you not. You not. Like, we living out the repercussions of what some people we idolized before us did that we thought was cool. And we made them think it's okay. And now we got all these little homies walking around who misguided and lost. And it's tough because we've been a very, very complicit culture. We'll let a nigga say and do anything. Anything. We grew up with it and around it and man, so it's taken a lot of me as a man and as a human to have to step outside and be accountable for myself and also hold people accountable that I came up with. And it's tough because so all we know is all we know at some point.
Yeah.
And that's like, man, it's not it though. And I'm really trying to be that change. I'm not trying to support that no more. I don't want that agenda to move forward. I don't care if it make me look corny or lame because I'm not supporting some shit that is affecting my community and my people.
Come on, listen, man. See why I love this dude, man.
Yep.
Jeez. And you bringing in the Bay, that's a constant battle.
Man.
Damn. That's in the
Man, it's in us.
It's in our DNA, right? And when you step outside of that, some might consider you an outlier, but one thing people always recognize is your strength. Whether you about what they about or not,
Exactly.
they gonna recognize your strength.
It makes it easier too when you realize spiritually who you're gonna answer to. The decision making becomes a whole lot easier. Who am I answering to? These niggas?
Yep.
This person? This, that? Who am I really answering to?
Yeah.
So it makes it easier sometimes to walk away, even if it's not popular. It makes it easier sometimes to say no, and people like, you bug, like you turn down that, what? You crazy. Nah, because I know what it's going to do. I know what this can create. So once you decide who you're going to answer to, ultimately, the decision making becomes a lot clearer.
Yeah.
What do you think, and I'm going to keep repeating, he's one of the most successful people in the music business today.
Right.
Is LaRussell right here. The formula he created, built through his experiences in whatever direction he may have gotten, to me is the template. The Bay has always been a hodgepodge of just sounds, fashion, ideas, trends. We've been pioneers, vanguards. We've been everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But we always ask a question, what does the Bay need to do to make the insane kind of impact as other places? LA's had a good run this year. Salute to LA. Round of applause. They
tripping.
They ain't set tripping. They activated. They activated. It's activated out here. Atlanta, has had its, made its impact. The Bay makes impact, in spurts. If you could gather all the talent in the music business in the Bay, what would you teach them? What would you say?
I would make everybody seriously hone and invest in their craft. In the Bay, you're able to have so much regional success that you don't have to get better. And I think that's where we miss it sometimes. I've seen a lot of artists perform, and it's not impressive. And it's like we have to commit to this craft. If you want to win championships, you gotta Curry shoot every day.
Yeah.
Thousands of shots. We can't just go in these clubs and grab the mic and let the back and trade. Like, we have to become an attraction, something people want to see. Like, we already got the sauce and the style and everything. Now it's like we have to hone this craft, and we have to be the top of our games. Not just in like how fly we are and how flash we are and how tight we move, but it's like, no, I could go shoot with the best of them. When people say, hey, who your favorite hip hop artist, we should have more names in that list. We don't see Bay Area names in them lists. Like they come out every year, and a lot of people skip over us because we don't get. It's just the sword. Like, we don't use our sword in the same way. And I think also the content and the subject matter. Like, you got to really provide something to the world beyond just where you from. And like I say, the pimping and we got to provide a lot more to the world, and we have some of those in the region.
We got a lot of them. Yeah.
Man, when we do that in totality and everybody's on that wave, and that it's like it's tough, because every team have different types of players and role players, and you just come together to get that ring. But like I say, we're built so heavily on independent culture that sometimes we negate the infrastructure or what we need to do as a unit to make this a global thing.
I love it. LaRussell's here, man. Is it Malachi?
Yes, sir.
That's your artist name?
Yes, sir.
It's a powerful name. You know what that name means?
Messenger of God.
Okay, Malachi. He don't make his bed, but he know what that name
Trying to
is.
trip him up.
I'm just saying. All right, listen, we're going to open up the phone lines. I want to play this song, Wigglin', which really to me, is one of those Magnus Opus type songs that kind of tell your whole journey.
Yeah.
You know, I learned stuff in that song that I didn't necessarily know. I didn't know if it was factual or not, but I figured it was. So we're going to play Wigglin. You've never heard this song? I'm the
this
first
is an
person.
exclusive.
This is an
This
exclusive.
Wow. Let's
This
go,
out-
Sway, in the
This is out
morning.
of the folder he sent me. You know what I mean? And so we're going to play that, come back. Malachi going to do something?
Malachi gonna get busy too.
Hey, Horace, let's get D1 too. D1 here.
Yeah.
We're going to make it a room here,
Yeah,
all right? That's coming up next. Shade 4-5.
Pew, pew.
That goes hard, bro.
Yup, undeniably so.
Yo, that's hard right there. Hit your on button,
Sheesh.
Malachi. Listen,
Hey,
I couldn't. No, this ain't a intrusion.
Not at all.
This is an inclusion
Yes, sir.
right now because the two of you in this room is heart tugging for me. You know, because this I like to get out of the way of our conversations with you two. You know, I just like to provide a bridge, be a conduit, you know, a catalyst to more thought, right? That's coming from your experiences. I'm talking about LaRussell, and I'm talking about the legendary D1. I call him legendary now. He gets his legendary status. This man done been through so many battles. Man, give that man a round of applause.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah.
Legendary.
I gotta stand up, man.
Nah, man.
I be
the
having too much
legendary.
energy when I'm around Sway and Heather,
Come on,
man.
T1 is here,
Thank
man.
Thank you.
And the last time, yo, it's crazy, man. Me and D1 bump into each other in the strangest, just the most unlikely places, right? And the last time we bumped into each other was in Nashville,
Facts.
not that long ago at the Holy Smoke
Facts.
conference,
Yeah.
that Mike LV,
Yeah.
right, and John Keith and all those guys put together. And I didn't know you were going to be there. We just look at each other now. We saw each other in the Bay at the fight.
It's just a look. That's why I told you.
Yeah, it's just a look. We see each other and we go like this.
Yep.
And then I see moments that happen for you. We'll get to, but I know you two. I remember seeing the interview you two was in together.
Yo, remember that?
D1 been to the crib.
That's what I'm saying. That's when we sat down and talked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that same interview.
That's
That was
same
at the
interview.
crib.
That was at your house.
The compound.
I
yeah.
pulled
Okay.
up. I
Yeah.
pulled up. I had a show at University of the Pacific out there in around Vallejo,
Stockton.
Stockton. You heard me? And I was like, man, I got to pull up on the homies. So I hit him. He was like, come through. I ain't even know what we was finna do. We ended up making 2 songs that night, right? We end up sitting down having that conversation, and it's bearing a lot of fruit. People stop me all the time, man. You and LaRussell, man. Y'all. Some of them don't even know that we know each other like we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just kindred spirits. You heard me?
What you learned from LaRussell?
I learned from LaRussell to be relentless and to be unapologetic about whatever you standing on. You feel me? And to not be afraid to give the game up. You feel me? Like when you got the game, they always be like, the game is to be sold, not to be told. Cap, you heard me? We out here. We educating people. Because if one of us, Lord forbid, pass away today, then what we got left? We had all this knowledge stored up that we refused to give to the people because we was trying to get a buck off of it. I'm sure LaRussell not hurting. I'm not hurting financially. God take care of that, man. But the knowledge that we got, man, the world need this because the world is hurting right now. It's a drought when it come to realness. You feel me?
T just talked about not wanting to support anything that would be a detriment to our community. And when she said that, it made me think of your project, Hypocritical Hop.
Yeah.
Hypocritical Hop. It's to what you were saying about, man, we celebrate a lot of our elders, a lot of our OGs for the wrong reasons, right? And both of you been peeling that back.
Man.
Literally.
What is it like when you meet up with some of those people that fit in that light, you know, that kind of been a detriment in terms of messaging? I'm going to start with you, LaRussell. How have you dealt with that? Have you gotten backlash at all for that from folks?
You know, I really, now at this point in my journey, I really like pull people and ask questions.
Okay.
And I've noticed a lot of people, some people are such a product of their environment and their situation that they don't, no one's ever pulled them and been like, hey, you know, when you said that and did that, it was a little little off-putting.
Yeah.
You feel me?
little-
And a lot of people, you know, when you go so high up the ladder of success, you stop having people that could pull you and hold you accountable because everybody rely on you. You know, that's why I really value T, because no matter how high I get and how much she eat off what I do, she gonna still come correct me and be like, hey, you was wrong. That ain't how we get down. That's what we doing now. You feel me? And a lot of people don't have that, which is why they can continue that process. So for me, we really been like, we gonna pull you to the side and just holler. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it.
Have you had a good experience with someone with that you wouldn't mind sharing? Who? That's why I said good experience. If not, don't sweat it. But
I'm not gonna label them good or bad, but insightful.
Okay.
You know, like Ghazi is somebody that we have these conversations with.
Okay.
Like I told him, I was like, do you feel like your impact was detrimental to the community? Do you feel like you added to the detriment of what's going on right now? And we had a real conversation, and he was like, yeah, I understand my impact and value, which is why I do so much here, because I do understand what I've done as well. And I was like, you know, you have to be, it's important for you to balance that and level that out. And we had them same convos with like the owner of Thizzler. And you know, it's really been, I've been trying to go up high with people who empower the people to do so, you know, and even the youngins putting them to the side, but some of the youngins is like they're benefactors of a system that's been in place far before they even got a chance.
Yeah. D1, I've seen things come full circle for you. Yeah. You know, I remember the conversation we had that was the catalyst to you and Jim Jones getting into conversations and going back and forth. And then you fast forward, I see you and Jim Jones at an event and y'all shook hands.
At the Versus in Las Vegas.
Shook
hands like men. And he sat here right on this platform and said, if you ever see me look the other way, put your hand down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know he meant that. I could see the passion in him when he was speaking. So to see him for the first time in person at the Versus in Las Vegas, you heard me? And you see how I roll. It was me, and I think I had one person with me. And to see him, and I respect that to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? As grown men, we looked each other in the eye, we dapped each other off. We didn't even have a long conversation, but that dap and that eye contact spoke 10,000 words right there.
Yeah, man, that was amazing. And it's not just to you and him. You know, like when y'all set these examples, you make it safe for others who feel the same way, that's scared to speak up, you know, to be able to follow their hearts, follow their, you know, what it is that they truly feel. I saw you and Birdman at the same time. Birdman said now he wants to do music with you.
Yes, sir. That's emotion, too.
Yeah, man.
That's emotion. It's so crazy what's going on right now, I swear. The other day I'm in Miami, I randomly run into Noriega. Noriega come up to me, man, I'm the biggest fan of yours. I'm just a silent fan. I'm a secret fan. I said, why are you a secret fan? He said, you're right. I need to be more of a public fan, right? He proceeds to talk to me for 2 hours straight about how, man, you are leading this culture in a better direction. Keep going. While he's talking to me, somebody who's holding my phone, recording part of this, says, D1, you getting a call from Birdman right now. I'm like, for real? So I answers the phone. Birdman don't know that Noriega is right here. Birdman called me saying the same thing Noriega is telling me. So I'm like, Bird. I said, man, I'm standing right next to Noriega. I put him on speakerphone. They go to talking. It's just, man, God is real, man.
Come on, man.
God is real, man. God is real. That was 4 days ago.
I know. I'm up on. I follow both of you.
That was 4 days ago, man.
I might be might be a little lightweight stalker.
Yeah.
I feel like the game really moving in that direction. Like people are starting to realize more and more that, like, man, this ain't what we want. This ain't what we came up on. This ain't what we love. This not the hip hop we fell in love with. This not the art that we like to consume. This not the shows we like to see. Like, people are starting to wake up. And the more, you know, you have somebody yelling like, hey, nah, that ain't it, you know, the more ways, and you got to take all those arrows forward, you know, and you going to miss some of them opportunities, but, you know, the opportunities that the universe and God give you for what you do is just, it's tenfold.
It's tenfold. Man, we got LaRussell here. We got the one and only D1 here. I just wanted to bring these two dudes together, Heather B. I know, we were talking about that magic, Lonnie Light. We had a segment where we was talking about sometimes you got to wait and let the magic happens, right? You can't force it. You two have done music together. You've been independent together. Not together, but you both kind of have these similar paths. And, when I'm listening to Wigglin and other songs, Am I Blurry? Yeah. Or I Got Flavor. You always dropping these gems. One of the songs I feel like you said, have you ever spent $50K on an ad campaign?
No. Then we're not the same.
I still don't think people understand how ad campaigns can benefit them, where to spend the money. If you could give a quick course on that, what would you tell folks?
Man, I think ads is one of the best yields you can get for your money in terms of spreading your awareness. And people need to understand, I posted, I spent $150,000 in ads in 3 months. People why would you spend that much? Why would you do? Not understanding, in that period I spent $150,000, I made $700,000. And that's because I spreaded my awareness everywhere. You don't just spend frivolously, you spend on things that's working. But if Google is $1 billion company and they still think it's advantageous to do ads and make sure people seeing their product, why do you in this little small town think that it's not to your advantage? Ads, all that do is spreading your gospel globally. If you got something that everybody love in your city and in your town, then you have the chance to franchise it and let the world know, and that's what the labels do. That's how you compete as an independent, and you make sure that your name is in the same light and you reaching these same platforms. The reason the NBA came to the Bay for All-Star and LaRussell was booked at the All-Star game and every event around it is because they knew who I was. Next to all these majors, they knew who I was because I'm making sure I'm doing the same thing that the majors is doing for them for myself.
And we will be seeing you in the same light around the Super Bowl.
Hey, man, say, man.
Say, man. Say, man, I'm going to be there, too.
Yeah.
Right with y'all.
Yeah.
I'm getting up early with the whole crew. That's amazing. Just to hear this. Heather, you don't have a mic in front of you? What's going on? I can hear you going, yeah.
I'm sharing with my brother D1.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think you guys, and I'm going to talk to you about this, D1. You mentioned Russ signing you to a deal at 26. Salute to Russ. Give that man a huge round of applause. He's been standing on his square for forever, since day one. And I like the fact that he's one of those people, too, that'll say, hey, foul ball, that deal is no good. I know Rock Nation is a big brand.
Yeah.
But that deal, I would suggest you look in other places, or that deal isn't any good, right? Russ came out and said that, which I think is brave to do. But what is a good deal? You know what I mean, D1? What would you say a good deal would be?
A good deal is one to where you are receiving the highest percentage possible of your masters, of your music that you are putting out, right? And if you're giving up a percentage, then it needs to be in turn for something that's going to add so much value to where your pie becomes bigger, right? If somebody is just like, I want a piece of that pie, but what I'm going to add to you isn't going to make your pie bigger, it's worthless. You feel me? So that's what Russ was basically saying. They want a piece of the pie. They don't want a flat fee. They want a piece of the pie, but nothing that they're going to do is going to guarantee remotely that they're going to make the pie bigger. And a lot of times we get blinded by the actual terms because of the name brands that are, affiliating themselves with us. Like a lot of us, man, coming up, we want a cosign when we first get into the game. Lord knows, boy, I wanted a T.I. cosign so bad early in my career. I wanted a Wayne cosign. I knew I wasn't going to get the Lil Wayne cosign because I had the song J50 and Weezy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we was playing that a lot.
Right.
I took a lot of heat.
Yeah. So I'm like, dang. But I was in search for man, where's that cosign going to come from? Because you think that the cosign is going to make all of that person's fans automatically start listening to you. And that's not the case.
That's not the case.
That's not the case.
Right? You got that cosign. You got the God cosign.
Literally. Once I realized that,
I
said, man, God is my cosign, bro. God is my God is my provider of the blessings. So I'm appreciative when a person put their arm around me. But at the end of the day, I don't need to compromise my purpose in this game just to get somebody, another human being, to say, yeah, D1 is that dude. Can't do that, man. Like, a shift is really happening right now. And swear, I think it probably did start with that interview I did with you 2 years ago.
Man, listen.
I think that's when it started, bro.
Yeah, it's been. I'll say it's been outliers throughout the history
For sure.
of the culture that's been in the same vibration, myself included. Coming up from the Bay, I can relate. I can empathize with LaRussell's journey and say, "Hey, man, I get it, but that shit ain't cool, right?" You know. But we all have our time and place, and that was such a loud conversation that we had. I definitely believe that it's a catalyst to what we're seeing now. RZA, had a matter of fact, had a conversation with RZA not too long ago from the Wu-Tang Clan, and he's truly the Abbott. This dude sees the future to me, you know. And he's told me, Sway, because I told him I just came back from Holy Smoke, and, man, I was blown away. Holy Smoke is this, if you don't know, it's this, it's like a festival. That's what artists who are believers, you know, that faith-based artists. Mike V, John Keith, Miles came through, a bunch of different artists.
No big deal.
No big deal. And as long as I've been in hip-hop, I've never felt what I felt being in that crowd, bro.
Wow.
And like your backyard, I saw 7-year-olds rapping, you know, 8-year-olds rapping. My favorite thing to see is when you have the kids come up and what they rapping, they got as much swag as everybody else. But what they rapping is something that's powerful, right? And I had the best experience I ever had at a hip hop concert took place at Holy Smoke. Right?
Incredible.
Yeah. And so RZA told me that, the next 2 to 5 years, that's what you're gonna see. As to what your point is, people want something different, man. The world is in shambles.
Hey, man, I got 4 words for everybody that's hearing this and that's still on the fence. Because a lot of people hearing this and they like, yeah, we hear you, Sweat. Listen, don't get left behind. They got people that's hearing this and they're going to be hard-headed. They're going to be like, nah, it's been the same way for the last 40 years. Nah. Bro, a shift is happening. Don't get left behind. It's about to look so corny for you to be a senior citizen still rapping about drugging and thugging and being ratchet. You heard me?
It already is.
It's so corny. and it's about to be even louder because people like D1 and LaRussell going to be like, you heard me? Look at this. Look at this. But the thing is, speaking the truth with love. You know what I'm saying? It's like, brother, I love you too much to not tell you that you're looking foolish right now. And just because you got a podcast and you're popular and people know you doesn't validate the buffoonery. You feel me? Don't talk about you went platinum if you went platinum but you ain't changed no lives for the better. You feel me? So don't get left behind, man. This next 2 to 5 finna change hip-hop forever because hip-hop turned into hypocritical hop, which is that's why I had to come up with the term, get the term trademarked, because I'm like, hip-hop has an enemy at this point. Who is hip-hop's enemy? It's not a human being. It ain't East Coast, West Coast. It ain't Meek Mill, Rick Ross, Jim Jones. No, I love them brothers. It's hypocritical hop, which is all the things we love about hip-hop mixed in with greed, mixed in with evil and selfishness, and turned up and mass marketed to seem cool to people. And then next thing you know, people are like, well, it feels like hip-hop, but it's just disrespecting women. It's glorifying killing my community and talking about popping pills and selling dope. But it still feel like hip-hop, so I guess I love it, right? No, brother, that's the devil secretly turning hip-hop into hypocritical hop. And that's what we at war with, bro.
We got LaRussell here. We got D1. We going to come back with Malachi is going to make his debut
Oh, wow.
in the Valley of the Hyena.
Let's go, baby.
888-742-3345. Play that D1. LaRussell put out 7 albums this year.
Crazy.
Sold tickets
7.
to his backyard. Some people paid $1, others paid $1,000. Come on, man. Good penny.
Yeah.
Good company. You know, it's been the movement. My man D1, he just wrote on the new Public Enemy album. Congratulations, man. You wrote songs for
Thank
people.
you.
How you writing for Chuck D?
Right.
Man, listen, man. it's just Public Enemy as a brand. They've inspired all of the shifters in hip hop culture so much that honestly, you know, Chuck D is the type of person who, I'm not gonna say I wrote for Chuck D. I'm gonna say I wrote for you know, Public Enemy, because I love that they are so unified. We so used to selfishness and division in hip hop that Public Enemy as a brand has stayed unified all this time. And I was at Harvard, you heard me? You know, I'm a college professor as well. I was out there at Harvard. That's when I ended up running into I've been knowing Chuck D, end up running into Flavor Flav, and that's one of the most unexpected friendships in hip hop. D1 and Flavor Flav. That's my dog. That's my dog.
You think so, but it makes much sense to me.
For real.
Yeah, if you get to know Flavor Flav, that might be one of the smartest people you ever gonna meet.
Oh, he's a genius.
Yeah.
But when we met each other, he said, "Man, you look like J. Cole." I said, "Man, you look like Lil Boosie." I said, "So what's up?" And we started off on that type of note. You heard me? Yeah. But then, bro, since then, man, that's my brother, man. Like I love that dude. So I end up getting in the studio, and one of the songs that I co-wrote for him is called "The Hits Keep On Coming." It just got licensed by the NBA for the entire season. You heard me? Wow. NBA and Amazon Prime.
The whole season?
The whole season.
Come on.
Man, you getting that money.
That money.
That money.
LaRussell,
you tied in with pro sports too, right? You done some music?
Yeah. We've been getting it in.
Come on, talk about it, man.
The NBA, the NFL, all that. You know, we had the song for the championship last year. And man, the SF Giants, we got the anthem for last year. We've been wiggling.
Come on, been wiggling, baby. We've been wiggling.
Independently.
And I like for y'all, it's not that they're bragging, but I want other artists to hear the accolade, the heights they've been able to reach.
It's possible.
On their own, autonomously. You know what I mean? And that, to me, I think that's very special. D1, you know, you and LaRussell have all had to, you know, do the obstacle course here on Sway in the Morning with Heather B and Tracy G, because behind it all, at the core of it all, you know, it's about these lyrics, these bars, bro. And I don't care, people. I got a lot of people don't come to my show because they don't want to rap.
Facts.
A lot of rappers.
Yeah.
Hypocritical hop, right?
Facts.
They call themselves rappers, but be mad about rapping. I don't even ask them to rap. They just they come in. Heather tell you, right, Heather? They'll come in, that screwy face. I haven't even asked them to rap. I'd really be happy to see people. But in this case, because that young man sitting next to you came with a superior stamp of approval. The dude don't even pay rent.
Nah, for real.
He don't even pay rent. He lives with LaRussell.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Hey, this how he pay his rent right here.
This how he
pay his rent right here.
You better rap like that rent do, you heard me?
Let's get it.
Straight
They
up.
no strangers to this, citizens. You know what it is, man. The #1 show in hip-hop globally around the world has been for decades. We got Heather B here, the walking icon. We got Tracy G, the vocab vixen. You know what it is when you come into our show. LaRussell's done it before. D1 has done it before. But Malachi, this is your first time. Welcome to the Valley of the Hyenas! John, drop that beat on them! You see your headphones right there. You can turn your volume right there, Malachi. That loud enough for you?
Yeah. Come on, Mally.
First,
kick him off.
yeah. Ooh, I've been waiting for this. I've been watching this since I was 12.
Come on.
Yeah. I had to get back to the roots. I feel like Quest. I ain't gonna always have the time. I'm on a quest, love. I'm giving you the best of me through the bars. Ain't got no expensive cars, but I do got soul galore and got my heart. And they told me that my heart is really golden. I know I'm really chosen. I do more to the door than crack it open. I run away from the door then. That's just for momentum shit. I'm about to drop kick this dough in. I think I'm learning now. I don't need no validation to be me. I'm free to be whoever I wanna be, and you are too. And shit, I'm about to shoot my shot. I'm clicking R2 until I tar through the little target. It ain't hard to see you really got it in they pocket for real. Zoom in and see I'm loose Lynn. I'm in that pocket for real. I don't say it to say nothing. I'm just happy I could really do it. I spent my whole life thinking, can I really do it? Can I really write a verse and get it off the music? Ain't feel I deserved it. I might have forgot my purpose. I wanted this more than many do it. Something I gotta prove it. Honestly, I walk this road, I might just really lose it. Who the lies, who the jokers, and who really true? It's not my job to judge them, cause I know that I've been
in there too. Ain't gotta prove nothing to them, man. Prove that shit to you, but still be on your grind, working from like 10 to 2. I'm in my room, feel like I'm burning roof down. Nigga do so with a smile. Nigga with shots and Hennessy when me and Pop sitting around spitting. I quit the drink before him. No, he probably a proud nigga. Was doing the best he could. My father ain't give him much. Long live Iran. Free Riley, my nigga, bruh. I told him, hopefully, when you free, I'm $1 million up. So we can get that thing you get from nations and divvy up. If I can't get the gold and shoot a hole in me, send me up. I'ma work and watch the story unfurl. I don't know why I'm in my room breaking down when I know we are architects designing our own world. That's a lot of pressure. PS, I'm gonna still get it, I betcha. The nerd from grade school acting a fool. I used to hang with the homies, now we ain't the same fools. And we can't be around each other, we ain't got the same rules. They expect us to build more, but we ain't got the same tools. My niggas on the drill and they got you screwed up. My niggas got the hammer trying to nail your crew up. My niggas in the jewelry store grabbing the loot up. My niggas, still my niggas, we just need to tune up. A few bucks, capital to go invest in new stuff. And who was gonna get it for us if not I for real? Prosthetic, it's not I for real. I'm trying to heal a generation. Yeah.
Keep flowing, keep flowing,
my brother.
Flowing.
Talk your talk, homie.
Yeah, it's Mally.
Let's
go.
Time with it, man.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Something feel wrong, they lacking the substance. Feel my way up the hill, rolling and tumbling. I told them to pass the ball, instead they was passing judgment. Now I got rock in my hand, I understand your compunction. I was taught real early, don't take for granted. Shawty told me things can't always go in the way you plan it. Mama told me when it's new to you, try to understand it. I'm at the plate and they underrate, throwing underhanded. My nigga, it's a home run. Buckle up cause it's gonna be a long one. And stop and stretch cause it's gonna be a long run. Time to go the distance, back then they wasn't really trying to listen. Now we cooking and they all up in the kitchen. It ain't gold cause it glisten and glitter. Y'all dropping trash, but I just pick up the litter. I been a dog, I'm still a pick of the litter. I'm still a dime in a dozen. We still pushing like the Indigo runners. Work like a slave for the way I'ma run it. Harriet Tubman at a 209. Hating as we moving by. They don't understand that we all blind if it's eye for eye. I'ma pay my dues until I can't, and it's just do or die. Love the GC and LaRussell's, man, that's a super guy. Suit tie, tank top, even weight cause I'm super fly. Took L's to the chin, can't worry about no losing cry. Took L's to the chin, then I practiced at home. I played man, now I'm back in my zone. I was rapping at home, man, I wanted it bad. I would trade all that I wanted for everything that I had. Now it's back to school shopping, guess I'm back in my bag. You treat me like a donkey, I get to acting. I'm just kidding. We talk to take a day at a time. We just living. Get money, go invest in the hood. We just giving. So they can't gentrify us and they gotta run it by us. The system is filled with lies that think of themselves as hives.
Malachi, we got a hyena up in here.
Let's go, brother. Let's go, little brother. Yeah, little brother. Yeah. Yeah, brother. Let's go, baby. Yeah, baby.
Man, yo. To watch a dream realized is a beautiful thing. It's a God's blessing. God bless you, young man.
Wow.
Dream
He
realized.
got in the spirit right there, man.
Yeah.
Yo, man, that dude start, yo.
That boy geeking out right now. That boy, like, dreams really do come true.
I got goosebumps on my shoulders right now. Heaven help me. Yo.
He still has a home.
No, it's just, I just love to see, and I speak about this not often because you don't see it all the time materialize, but you know the work that goes into it. Some of us know, and when you on that futon, or on that couch, or on that floor, and you trying to just figure out A to B, you can't even see Z because it's so far, but A to B feel like 100 miles away, and to watch God align you and bless you and then step up to that moment, it's a beautiful thing. I felt the miracle and the joy and the answered prayer in your voice. Like, so God bless you, young man, and you're gonna make your parents are proud. They're gonna be so proud when they see this.
Yeah.
Man, God bless you. Real talk. It's just a beautiful thing to see.
Okay, move
Dream
aside,
realized.
though, Malachi.
That's
Move aside, man.
Move
aside, young man. D, you get in the middle.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
That is.
Time to clock in.
Come on.
Yeah, let me get that too.
Oh, yeah.
You want D to go first?
Let my
or
dog
you
go.
wanna-
Yeah.
Let me get some.
Yeah,
Get
get
some.
some.
I like that. He wanted first.
Let me get some.
I'm gonna take him down south when I come.
I already
over
know
here.
what you gonna do
Yeah.
with it. Yo, Heather's hugging him Malachi. She'll never hug nobody.
That's
Malachi
fine.
deserve that.
Same beat, John.
Yes, sir. Hey, this fresh food too, Sway. It's still wiggling on the hook.
Is it?
It's still wiggling on the hook. This real fresh.
It's real fresh.
You hear me?
You understand us? Bay Area's finest, LaRussell's.
Hey.
2026 and beyond.
Some niggas wavy, some niggas lazy, some niggas still don't have babies. But hold on.
Hold on.
Reel it up, John. Start it over. There we go.
Let's go, brother. Let's go.
Let's clap them up.
Let's go, brother.
Some niggas wavy, some niggas lazy, some niggas don't take care of their babies, but out here stunting, we call that frontin', we not impressed. I'm like Phil Knight, I seen a lot of checks, used to want the SC4 legs, what's just like the rest, thinking what's the likeliness of me seeing hold on, this fresh food, I gotta, hold on. No, don't even, let me, I gotta get it off the phone, cause it's fresh food. It's fresh food.
It's fresh food, man.
It's fresh food.
Fresh out the oven.
I got you.
Fresh out the oven.
Hey, look, some niggas wavy, some niggas lazy, some niggas don't take care of their babies, but out here stunting, we call that frontin', we not impressed. I'm like Phil Knight, I seen a lot of checks, used to want the SC4 Lex, what just like the rest, thinking what's the likeliness of me seeing 7 figs, the CIA done killed more niggas than 9/11 did. My bad, I'm talking like I'm free. Nah, I'm talking like I'm me. Russ ain't got masters, but Russ got masters. 700 if I'm being exact, and that's not exact. Look at that, young, rich, and black. Used to sit in back. Now when I pull up the truck black and I sit in that, these labels kill so many niggas, I'm just getting back. Niggas knew Diddy was being Diddy, they was sitting back, watching, smiling, supporting, extorting. Everyone was all on one accord, accordingly, but not me. I can't not see what I see. I've seen black men in jail and white men running free. Oh shit, I get to talking like I'm trying to free the slaves. Nah, bitch, I get to talking like this how I get paid. Niggas want that real shit, not the shit that they been selling. If ain't nobody told and they found out, somebody telling. I never been a felon, was way too busy excelling. But I know Mexicans that are selling, split a millin', trying to be somewhere chillin'. Upper quarter billin', this Eddie Murphy house, nigga, I ain't got a ceiling. This that feeling you only get when you make a killing. Now how you think I got this feeling?
Come on,
You
man.
made a killing.
Come on, man.
Hold on.
Come on.
This fresh food, Sway. I got some more. Hold on.
Got some more on the plate.
Let's go. Look, I took L after L, trying to put water in this well. I shared spreadsheets to see my niggas excel. Graveyard or jail, what's the options given? Trying to be a millionaire while my pops is living. I'm charged up, I might just be in that mode. Keep it closed if you ain't never turned a half to a whole. I spent half in a hole, spent it all to the red. Feeling like I ran off with the bread. Boy, this shit like a sled. Makes sense, I blew up in that avalanche. My daddy sold 1 million units out of Avalanche. I walk in rooms, heads turning like an Allen wrench. Carrying a bear up on my back like a pile of ants. Wake up, go and hit Sway in the morning. Them other niggas had Sway in this bitch yawning. I never want to see a man down. You are who you are when ain't nobody around. And not just a man in the cell that's guilty. It's 50 other niggas around him that's filthy. Shout out 50, cause niggas wouldn't dare. Only niggas who would is niggas who really care. I get to snapping like a poetry slam. Dope enough to charge 40 a gram. I could've caught me a lamb. I locked in and built it all from my home. $250,000 a show from the yard at my home. We really outside, they just popping on the phone. We really rap live, they go up and play the song. And niggas just accept it, I can't respect it. We in this bitch like contraceptive. Them white niggas took hip hop and made it pop. From rapping on the block to Fortune 500 stocks. And all we got was half an acre in a drop. What? In the docks, and did he kill Big and Pac? What? Sway. What? Did he kill Big and Pac? What? Sway. What happened to hip hop?
Huh.
Damn.
Yeah. It turned into hypocritical. For real.
My gosh.
Got the clap. No fear. Talking about D1 hugging.
What?
D1 was hugging. Why you ain't say that? Traitor.
That's that vibranium. We exchanging that vibranium.
Man,
That might have been the illest.
Listen.
Yo, hey, that one right here.
That one?
Wow, man.
Hey, that's
Ooh.
right. It was wiggling on the hook still, you know.
On the hook.
Eat.
He just put that on the plate.
You hear me?
Come on. Woo, shit.
Hey,
Outstanding.
niggas ain't talking like that no more, and
Nah,
that's the problem.
man, nah.
Everybody got something to say, but nobody got nothing to say.
And ain't saying nothing.
And begging to come on sway. You hear me?
Man,
Begging to come on sway, but ain't got nothing to say.
Hey.
Stop trying to get on sway in the morning if you're going to come up here and have him yawning.
He's off the top. John, you ready? Just a second, though.
Man, I'm 6 feet tall, man. I'm trying to raise this thing, man. Let me see. I ain't.
A lot of
Man, you got something for me? Hey, brother,
we got something
I'm
for you.
from
Hold
New
on.
Orleans. Just keep that in mind. I'm from New Orleans.
Microphones and nothing to say. A lot of microphones out here.
Yeah.
A lot of mics, man. A lot of people behind microphones. Salute to those that got something to say. LaRussell, that was colossal. That was That was amazing.
Hey, we wrote that special for you.
Man, I appreciate you because
You know,
that's
I still take pride in my writing. I'm not embarrassed to get on that phone and let niggas know, nigga, we get down. You
Yeah.
know, I take
Facts.
pride in this. This is something that's been a lost art.
yeah.
You know, niggas ain't saying nothing in they raps because they just going in there and they ain't jotting nothing down and getting their thoughts out. And you know, it's important for
write.
me and vital. Like, nigga, it don't. You know, like
Yeah.
this is vital for
Yeah.
me. This was special.
Man, love you, family. And that what you said is special. They're going to study that. He's going to study that in his classrooms.
Facts.
He gonna
Facts. I teach a lesson on my brother. What
Yeah.
you mean? What?
D1 is here. New Orleans King has stepped into the building. Louisiana, stand up.
Love.
Hip hop, stand up. John, drop that beat on him.
Get it.
Look, you rather die over drip or live by the lake? Y'all killing for broccoli and mashed potatoes, but it's way more at stake. Glorifying murder's a habit that we gotta break. Most of the people we call real or real fake. Yeah, top 5 where I normally rank up. You got money in the bank, but you morally bankrupt. Colder than me? No, you're not, boy. I got Juvie flow, jizzle swag, wheezy lyrics. I'm the holy hot boy. Turks hustle, man, it's hard. Slim common sense, humble as they come, but I got Birdman's confidence. It's been a long road to prominence. The devil say I've been neglecting him. I took that as a compliment. I will change the world by the time I depart. Your music shallow, I can't relate. I got deep art. Well balanced, I got book knowledge and I'm street smart. Homie acting gangster, but deep down here, sweetheart. You got some nerve acting like you don't know who I serve. Even if you think I ain't paying attention, I observe. You telling lies, you throwing shade on my name, but I don't complain, cause to Jesus they did the same. I had to learn, people ain't living life right. Just cause they say they Christian, that don't mean they Christ-like. But I love my enemies though, that's how I know I'm going. And the seeds I know I'm sowing, got the blessings overflowing. People not knowing where we going. You can't tell, bro. A lot of our favorite rappers burning in hell, bro. I'm telling the truth, don't buy what they sell, bro. These people scamming, don't buy what they look. I hope they hear me. When they hear me, I hope they listen. Long as you shine in your light, you ain't my competition. The culture's shifted, people know that it's needed. It's a spiritual war, God's army is undefeated. Look. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I want everybody to be a part of the shift. Don't get left behind, you heard me? This for the old heads, look.
D1.
If you old and you pushing poison, time to get out. Cause we got brothers in the hood still trying to get out.
Yeah.
We got brothers in prison still trying to get out. Since y'all some senior citizens, I'm gonna make this discount. Y'all been around for a while, so we know y'all names. Y'all ain't never evolved, that's how we know y'all lame. Y'all think it's cool to still come around and show y'all change. And your money funny cause y'all dummies blow y'all change. Don't mess it up for these little ones. Gotta point out the fake ones, cause we know who's the real ones. People don't wanna be humble, so they gotta be humbled. You ain't kicking no game, you causing people to stumble. Stop thanking God for stuff God ain't blessed. The devil elevated you, that's not real success. You still got time if you start to get the picture. It's best to do it now, if not, death gonna deal with you. Boy. Hold on, man, keep that going. Look.
Keep
I
flowing.
heard how they do you. Heard Ohio's through you, then say hallelujah. Just another eye popped in his medulla oblongata. Send a blizzy, send a shizzy. Fresh white tizzy. Trying to interrupt the cycle like a plan busy. These ain't no comedies, it's horrors. It's robberies in August. Murders in September from misguided teens revolvers. I done seen the corners. Poverty is enormous. We trying to lean on fathers, but it's a lot of sin on them, and I don't mean thesaurus. Heartbroken mamas describe the scenes to daughters. Plant eternal seeds and allow the dreams to harvest. Make a joyful noise, all we need's a mean guitar lick, a clean guitar pick. We stacking more green than never seen in forest, but it's temporary. Eternity is for us. This wealth is worldly. I'm trying to be where God sits. Old ways of thinking, I had to leave. I'm off it. Look.
D1.
Y'all boys claim to be some soldiers. You soldiers ain't no soldiers.
Hold on, let me get some.
You want some of that? Keep it going, John. Keep it going.
What you got?
A 7-piece Listen, 24, that shit is not the same. They call me LA and BK, that shit is not my name. But I still throw up the tea when I be out the way. Before I sit and get comfy, I throw the couch away. I done made millions out the back, I'm barely in the black. I had to work on wild like that monkey on my back. They send love and sending racks when all my niggas need it. It's calculated, got defeated, but I'm not depleted. It took me back to 2012 when my shit got deleted. It hurt my soul, but I kept working, I ain't even need it. That shit go viral, running ads, and then you gotta see it. I made Free Game Friday, I want the people need it. I've been a man since a fetus, I feel like Jesus. I think I'm chosen, composing, I keep reloading. I really do it cause I love it, the feeling different. I ain't persuaded by the public when I'm feeling different. I talk my shit and hold my nuts even when it's rough. My eyes open, see through bluffs, niggas on that stuff. Brandon handle keys for me, he was acting tough. Ain't said a word, but yet I'm heard, it's time to pack it up.
Y'all boys claim to be some soldiers, but you soldiers ain't no soldiers, man. I told you and I showed you. I'm a soldier for life. Stop going dumb. Good versus evil. It's only two sides. Class in session, y'all need to attend. Like my shoe size, murder music hit different. Somebody in my crew died. Biggest gangsters in rap got blind hair and blue eyes. We getting pimp. What y'all want to do, guys? Your new single just dropped? Yay. Time to entertain us with new lies. Whoever said I'm canceled, I'm laughing in these people's face. I work for God, dummy. My impact could never be erased. Tell America, I'm the same brother I used to be. Before y'all was introduced to me. Consistency ain't new to me.
D1, LaRussell. Throw your headphones down.
Listen, yo.
Let's go, man.
What the fuck, yo? You whack rappers, the time is up!
The time is up!
Your time is up!
It's ticking!
If you ain't talking about nothing, we ain't got nothing for you. Your time is up!
We don't want to hear that weak shit no more!
Facts.
LaRussell, give him a big round of applause, man. Tell him what to look out for.
We got Lil Jon on the way. We got a lot of life on the way. A lot of positivity on the way. We outside in our community, impacting it still. We still giving tickets out for the air. People getting in for $1, $5, $10, $20, $1,000. You hear me? $250,000 out the backyard. We still doing it our way independently. Yeah, I mean.
Yes. D1, tell them what's coming up, man.
Man, we got Hypocritical Hop, the album out right now. You heard me? Make sure you go and get that. I'm on Juvenile, new single. Make sure y'all go get that called He Gone, featuring D1 and Manny Fresh. Man, we got D1 and Project Pat out right now. Yeah. We got D1 and Fredo Bang.
Yeah.
I Apologize out right now. We got my class at Tufts University. I see y'all in the spring semester. Professor D1 stepping in the building.
Come on.
Ooh-wee.
And we just finished the Hypocritical Hop nationwide tour, man. And then we got the merch. You heard me? Gangster. Growing and nurturing gifts, serving the Almighty, redefining what it means to be gangster.
There you go, man. Yeah. Look, I love y'all, man. You guys keep us inspired.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, look, Heather, we could do another 15, 20, 25 as long as they here. You down for it?
Yeah.
Come on. We still got to, what?
She gave him that look. Like,
see that look, D?
I love him, but I love my husband more.
20,
Another 15? Okay, man. Listen, man, I shout out to you guys. You are so important to our community, to the culture, the community, even beyond the culture. You guys is extremely important to what it is we do.
And I just want to say this to the artist that's going to be watching this, especially the up-and-coming artists. This is what it is. Like, this is what it's about. That feeling that you spoke about, her having that feeling, that being prepared, that ready. Let me talk. Let me speak. Let me do my thing. This is what it's about. This is what we fell in love with. Your energy is so important. What you around, who you around, who you choose to answer to, what you choose to answer to. It's important. And to watch this today just brought back a feeling and a love that I felt like was slipping away. Like it was just slipping away. Thank y'all for the hip-hop hug this morning.
Yeah,
thank y'all for
absolutely.
that hug this
Hip-hop
morning.
hug,
we needed it, yo.
And
thank y'all so much.
And you should have saw what was starting to manifest. The two of these, the two of these hyenas right here. They was just gonna keep going
Man,
back.
I was ready to I'm like, yo, let me grab Heather B. What?
Damn,
yo, thank y'all.
I seen him calling the play. He was like,
yo, but just be ready. Like you said, a lot of artists come up here and just especially you up and coming. Let what you been doing, what you working on for real,
Man,
what you talking
you
about.
Know, thank y'all for building and cultivating a space for this to exist. And artists, y'all coming up here know that like it's okay to be flawed and not have it. You know,
Right.
I'm 20 years in my run. Sometimes I still got to get on the I got to get on the
And
pen.
that's
I gotta,
okay.
And all that's real. That's raw.
Yeah.
A nigga still can't do what I do. You know, that's raw and that's real. And y'all should come up here unfiltered. This is a space where y'all allow us to be free. One of the few spaces where you can come up and say some of the shit that we say and talk about what we talk about, and they not going to cut it out.
Nah.
It's not going to get removed off the clip. You know, I done did freestyles in places where I got pulled to the side after, like, we can't drop that. You feel
Oh,
me?
wow.
So this is vital and important. And as an artist coming up, it's okay to not have it together. To not, man, do whatever you got to do, but get it in. The worst thing you could do is not try.
I'm glad
Amen.
you pulled out your phone because your phone showed that you've been working and writing. That's to me. That's what it. You got proof. The proof is right here. Like
there.
so,
Yeah.
if you had to pull out your phone, what architect don't got a toolbox? Don't
Come
got a
on.
set? You building, bro. So pull that thing out when you got to. I ain't mad at
It's
it.
new food too. You
New
just
food.
cooked it.
He said
That's
it was
fresh
new
food.
food. Fresh
Yeah.
food.
Still wiggling on the
Baked it.
hook.
Still wiggling.
Still wiggling on
And
the
I
hook.
I gotta work on my wiggle.
I want the artists to know, man, if you watching this, I think we're in an era where you need to get your heart right before you get your art right. Because this game will exploit you so much if they figure that, oh, you got a gift, but you have no direction. You have no sense of purpose. You heard me? So please get your heart right. Understand your why. For me, that always boils down to, what's my foundation? Who's my creator? Oh, God created me.
Amen.
So everything I do and every gift that I've been blessed with, I got to figure out how I could use it to make God be like, yeah, D, you killing it right there. Yeah, D, I'm a fan of how you using that gift. Because it ain't my gift. It ain't your gift, artists at home. It's God's gift that he
Amen.
blessed you with. So get your heart right so that when you get in this industry with vultures and hyenas and people trying to pull at you left and right, you'll know what to say no to. I've had to say no to some deals that made me look crazy at the crib because people was like, that's what we grew up listening to. What you mean? D? Like that's what we all wanted to get with. And it was like, yeah, brother, that's when we was boys. But now that we men and I've matured, I realized I could still love people, but I gotta be careful how close I stand next to people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just stuff that I would say for any artist. We don't need any more music that's being created from a selfish place, but by very talented people. Because you're going to be the same person that I'm going to be beefed out with now. You know why? Because I'm like, dang, there it is. Right gift, wrong purpose. And since they're using you, now you've become the MVP for the enemy. And don't think that just because you're elevating, well, God must be blessing me because, I mean, I just got a deal. I just got signed. No, man. Like I said in the freestyle, the devil elevating you. That's not real success. Success is like the least common denominator of like, oh, you want success? We'll give you that in a heartbeat. We want impact and we want change. I'm so happy that there's no hip hop on the top 40 of the Billboard charts right now.
Why is that?
Because we don't need anything up there, especially if it's misrepresenting who we are as brilliant, beautiful black people. So sometimes you got to sit down so you can regroup. I used to play sports. Sit down, get on the bench, regroup, and when you get back out there, you're going to have your mind right so you're not just tossing up crazy shots. Because metaphorically, we tossing up crazy shots and crazy shots. You know what I'm saying? As hip-hop artists, it's just like, man, what can I do that's going to get popular? It's not about being trendy. It's about being timeless, man. Hip-hop might not be the cause for all the problems in the world, but it can be the solution for the problems in the world.
D1, y'all, man. Come on, man. LaRussell, I love it. Malachi, get in the shot, man.
Come on, Malachi, where you
started
at?
off. You started the cipher off, man.
Yeah, he did.
I hope you had a beautiful experience because this was a special day. This is a special day. You should know that. And it's
This
because
was a
of
rite
you.
of passage.
Yes.
This was a rite of passage.
And you are officially a hyena up in
Listen.
My man Malachi, y'all, thank you. Pete,
Thank you.
Thank you to the whole team.
Yeah, thank y'all so much.
These guys, he's your producer, right?
Plato, Simon produced, Kenzo my DJ too. I got my business partner Hurst, JC do everybody in this room do something. We ain't got one nigga in here who ain't got a job who contributing to the success of what we building.
There you go.
Period.
That's the template, y'all. Love you, LaRussell.
Love y'all.
you, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, tell the family I love them.
Yeah.
Come on. You know, our roots go deeper than rap.
Sway, stop. This guy.
I don't know if y'all know
You
that.
see how T got to do you sometimes? That's how I got to do him a lot of times.
Tell him, I ain't lying.
You ain't lying. Them roots deep.
Them roots are deep. They don't know about that, D1. I love you, brother.
Yes.
Man, every time we going to keep seeing each other in the spaces we supposed to be in.
That's it.
And we always see each other. I be by myself every time I see you.
Yep.
You be by yourself every time.
One man army.
One man army. We
Literally.
like David Carradine. If you ever used to watch Kung Fu, and he used to walk the highways to different locations with his bag, y'all gonna Google that shit now.
The whole,
the whole room is like zoinks.
Not,
Right.
I thought that was the
50
Hulk.
years of hip hop.
Not the history lesson from Sway on the way
On
out.
the way out, y'all. Y'all take that, man. Stay on the right side of positivity. Have a beautiful day, and we have nothing left to say.